Welcome back to this commentated roleplay for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 Hardcore Mode. So, in this episode, Henry has been assigned a couple of tasks. One is to try and find some herbs in order to help make a potion for the beleaguered Sir Hans. And the second is to bury the corpse outside. However, first things first, due to one of the debuffs I have concerning increased hunger, Henry shall have to sate that hunger. And then what he may do, as he is only wearing some scant clothing, is to see if it may be possible to put on some of the clothing from the corpse outside, but that shall be decided in a moment. I imagine that Henry would probably be wanting to gather the herbs as fast as possible, as it is his friend who is in a somewhat dangerous state. So let us continue. Takes our nourishment up to 55. Like a little bit more. And that takes it back up to 69. I believe that Henry would want to be pushing his luck too much. Do need to leave some of the stew for others. Let's go and see about those herbs.
The gin's still quite fresh. I won't have to change them till evening.
So go and collect those herbs, Regina. I believe she noted it was to the rear. Fine day, all considered. Indication regarding the compass and how waypoints are very limited in hardcore mode.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
I would not bet on it, Henry. Quite the view. There's some form of village over there. However, we need to pick some chamomile and some sage. Okay. Trying to remember specifically the colours. So I believe the chamomile was a white colour and the sage a purple. But we shall see. Come through. Metal. Not to disturb our friend here too much. Ah, some sage.
Oh, Sakra! This damn back! Purple flower, sage, there we go.
Looks like we've already activated one of our debuffs. Bad back. Hobbling even more now for a moment. Beehive. Collect some honey perhaps sometime. If brave enough. Ah, here we are.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Yes, Henry would want to be returning post haste. Dog is barking. Could that be Mutt?
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Oh dear. This does not sound good.
See now, that wasn't too hard, was it? It would have been easier if you'd told us the truth from the start. It's your own doing. And what happened then? There's that pair. Talk or things will get nasty.
Well, one of them flying in
May need to intervene.
fever. He won't be no use to you. He claims he's a noble, but that was a fever talking. He don't look like no lord.
Well, a noble, you say? Then you'd better get his lordship fixed up. Then we'll take him with us. You'll forget you ever saw him or us. And you'll keep the roof over your head. Get to it.
Pull back a moment. Oh dear. What to do now? Seems like they're patrolling. Does not seem like Hans is in any immediate danger, but looks like he's coming this way. Maybe we can incapacitate him. quite a good view. So there's one there, and there he is. Interesting. Patrolling. Perhaps what could be done is to use a pebble to draw him up this little section and then try to get behind him. Yes, let's try that plan. Here he comes. Let's try and draw him up here. No luck. Try again. A moment when he comes back. Okay, he comes. He's not particularly observant, is he? Try once more, may need to rethink. Perhaps I may be able to formulate another plan. Try once more. That is a fail. Let's formulate another plan. Perhaps if I can see what's up there, maybe get behind another way. Be careful in case they hear me from up here. Interesting. May be able to get down onto the thatched roof. Now that would be interesting. Not a lot of time there. Need to get down get to him and incapacitate him in time. This also does depend upon the question if the thatched roof would hold Henry. Several questions. Yes, perhaps this may work. If we throw a stone down there, get him distracted, and then climb down and try to incapacitate him, or at least grab the axe. May need to think on our feet. Perhaps even hiding in that little hut and then reassessing could work. Let us try.
Eh? Huh. Strange.
I should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
I'll get you!
Okay. Grab the body.
I can't bury him without a shovel. Vagina said there should be one near the dung heap.
So they're not going to be doing that.
I feel quite hungry.
There's not the time, Henry. Let's put him much further up here. A bit further still, I think. Drop in here. Right. So we have not Mikesh unconscious. Now the question is, would Henry be slaughtering Mikesh? That is a difficult question to answer. I don't believe on a preliminary basis that he would, but still, let us begin with looting. Spiked bludgeon. Yes, let's transfer these. I'll take his gear. Certainly his food. Dawn chest key. No. If we wear his clothes, that may aid our next objective with incapacitating the other bandit. Let's see if we can get ourselves in his gear. our short tunic on, or change to the worn Ganson. Seems appropriate. Boots, let's put on the old quilted hose. And then the firm boots. Okay. Maybe keep the spiked bludgeon away at present. I think quickly have some dried perch. Good. We'll leave the other items. Okay. Let us continue with our objective then, of incapacitating the other bandit. Okay. Need to be very cautious here. Just equipping the bludgeoning case, but I'm going to try and see as planned. Sneak in, trying to incapacitate this other bandit using non-violent means, or certainly less violent means. Maybe the first port of call was to get to that building without him seeing. Perhaps on the next time. Yes. Get ready. And let's go. Okay, made it to the chicken coop. I wonder, can we climb over this? Probably not. Is it worth a shot then? No. Can you see him through the cracks of these timbers? Through here. There he is. We could hide in there. And find a way to distract him with a pebble.
What's that? Huh? What the?
Oh dear.
Fuck this!
Okay, well,
That's all I need.
we'll let him go.
Stuff in all sorts of nonsense at my age.
So that then leaves the question of what to do with this particular bandit who we have left up there. Let's bring him back down. Thank you for the help, Growler. Okay, let's grab his unconscious body, Mikesh. In here a moment. And consider, after careful consideration, instead of the view that Henry would not be killing Mikesh, it seems a most unchristian thing to do, and not in keeping with Henry's character, nor my interpretation of being more towards diplomatic in terms of my problem solving. However, we also need to balance this with getting Mikesh away from Regina's residence here to such a distance that he would not easily find it again. So let's grab the body and try to take it some distance and then leave it there. Really hoping this fog or boar does not view us with ill intent. Seems not. Let's continue down here for a little bit.
I can't just go wandering around. I have a duty to Sir Hans.
I understand. Let's place him in here. Hopefully he'll be disoriented enough when he eventually wakes up.
I can't just go off and leave Hans to his fate.
Let's get back to Hans. First things first, let's get back and help Hans. Regina.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know what you heard, but when they turned up, they found that dead fella and recognized him as one of theirs. So, they must be with that brute who caught up with you here yesterday. Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Yes, I do believe that Henry would feel obliged to tell the truth at this stage, having caused such consternation already to Regina. You deserve to know the truth, Regina.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy, but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Yes, I believe that Henry would be interested in developing his skills in alchemy. Let us brew that remedy.
All right, I'll try.
But I believe that, given his recent experiences, he would want a little bit of a reminder of how.
But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Good. That being said, before we continue, I do believe that it may be prudent to take pause. I believe we have been running this episode for over, at least close to the half an hour mark. So we shall continue with our actions, our tasks in the next episode, primarily to brew a potion and help Sir Hans. Certainly I would like to try and repay Bojina by also burying the dead body outside, and also being mindful to keep Henry from becoming too famished. Something that is quite a concern, it seems. However, I'd like to thank you for joining me on this quite tense episode, but I shall look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Goodbye now.